Coming back to the parts of the neurons, so cell body is the one which has centrally located nucleus. So this is the cell body or the soma, and here we can see mitochondria, we can see Golgi complex and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Nucleus, it controls the activity in the cells, and impulse is a nerve message, and axon is the extension of the cytoplasm, like you can see this. And the dendrite is the primary site for receiving signals. So like I told you, dendrite receives the information. So dendrites carry these impulses towards the cell body, and whereas in the axon, the axon carries the nerve impulse towards the other neurons or effectors. Myelin sheath is a fatty covering of the axon. It acts as an insulator. So next, synapse. So here you can see two neurons, they're meeting at a point. So synapse acts as junctions between neurons, allowing a single impulse to be transmitted to number of neurons, creating simultaneous response, or a number of impulses to be combined at a synapse, allowing stimulus from different receptors to act with a single response. So what you need to remember in this slide is, here impulses are traveled, it is like electric signals passing from one neuron to another neuron. So there can be a lot of neurons and which carry the impulse from one to another. So afferent versus efferent nerves. So what is meant by afferent nerves? Afferent nerves are also called as sensory nerves. They receive the information. So basically they transmit the information from peripheral nerves to central nervous system, that is from the skin, muscle and joints to central nervous system, and from central nervous system to periphery, that is done by efferent nerves. Okay, afferent receive, efferent sense information. Afferent are called sensory nerves, efferent nerves are called motor nerves, whereas like I said, afferent nerves carry the information from the periphery to central nervous system, whereas in the efferent it is carried from central nervous system to the muscle and glands. Association nerves are the ones which link afferent and efferent. So knee-jerk reflex, it is also called as patellar reflex. So what happens is, in this diagram, so what is the knee-jerk reflex is, a tap on the patella will automatically cause your leg to move forward. So what happens exactly is, the impulses are traveling from the muscle spindles to the spinal cord, and it sends to the muscle effector to move. So what is exactly happening is, the tap on the patella is causing your leg to move. That is because the impulses are traveling from the muscle spindles to the spinal cord. This is the knee-jerk reflex. And what is a reflex arc? Suppose there is something really hot, you touch it and you immediately move your fingers, because on your fingers there is something called pain receptors, and this information is sent to the spinal cord, and it will send back to the effector muscle that, hey, now you need to pull it back. That is what is called as the reflex arc. So picking up information of a stimulus, that is the heat, to generate a response involves a pathway from detectors to brain or spinal cord, or a set of nerve heads near spinal cord to the effectors. So the information is being picked up from the stimulus and it is sent to the so let me show you. So this is the detector. So from the detectors, the information is sent to brain or spinal cord, or a set of nerve heads near spinal cord to the effectors. Such a single pathway going up to the spinal cord from detectors or returning to the effectors is a reflex arc. So this whole pathway from the detectors to the spinal cord and then causing the effector muscle to move back, it is called as a reflex arc. So central nervous system. So central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord, and like in the, now coming to brain. So there are three layers. One is durameter, one is arachnoid, one is pyometer. Innermost layer is this is pyometer, and this is arachnoid, and this is the durameter. Now we have forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. We are going to go in detail about each when we go ahead. So coming to the forebrain has olfactory lobes and cerebrum. So olfactory lobes are near the nasal surface. So olfactory lobes are the club-shaped bodies which are visible only from ventral surface, and they are basically for smell. So cerebrum are like, they have two lobes. They are called cerebral hemispheres. It has many folds, like lot of folds, and elevations are called gyri and depression is called sulci. And sulci are very prominent, and they divide each hemispheres into four lobes.